is happening. We are like a duck in a pond. When you see the serenity of the movement of a duck or a swan in a lake or a pond, you think their glide through the surface of the water is just effortless. But just right underneath the surface, what is propelling them is their feet. They are working very hard to move forward, but you can never see it. When you're observing it from afar, you will think that a duck or a swan is just gliding through the surface of the water. You don't know that there's a lot of hard work going on underneath. These are the things that people do not appreciate nor understand. Without me telling you today, will you know? Go and ask them. They know those I took to ICC with me to go and give evidence. And that is why those idiots, I feel sorry for them. The likes of everybody who has a hand in the death of Biafrans, I feel sorry for you, because we will never forgive nor forget what you have done. Never, ever, ever. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. We Biafrans, we have a lot of enemies, understand this very well. I just want to give you one or two examples so that you have that can guide you in terms of your reasoning and your decision making. You know that Google is against us. Are you aware of that? All of you well know that Facebook is against us. Even Twitter is against us. Are you aware of that? Some of you don't understand what that is why sometimes I say there has to be a compulsory lesson in the history of Biafra for everybody who aspires to be a principal officer of state. You need to understand the demons you're fighting. Do you know that only a few months ago, if you go to Google and type in IPOB, you will see us, you will see everything there about IPOB fighting for Biafra and all the rest of it. Are you aware of that? I ask you to go this evening, now, or morning or afternoon, depending on where you are. Go and type in IPOB on Google search engine. They'll start quoting you in New York Stock Exchange. It started happening only 2 months ago. They bought them over. What they want to do is to airbrush our presence away from the minds of people. If you go and you Google Nnamdi Kanu, you will see all the fake news from DSS. That's what you will see. This Igbo group says no to ESN. That Igbo group, they don't exist. Go and Google the name of one of the people they claim is leading one of these groups. They don't exist. That is the news that you find under my name when you do Google search. You go to Biafra, the same. Our own IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra. Just type, before you type in IPOB, it's only our news. Now you go there, it's about stock exchange in America. That is how they work. Because you people think we are fighting Fulani. Who is Fulani? These are stark illiterates. Animals are better than them. They can't reason very well. These are stark illiterates. Are they educated? You can see what the mess they have done of the economy, the security, everything in the zoo is down the drain because of them. An exclusive Fulani government. You see how wretchedly incompetent they are. Do you think they can stop Biafra? Of course not. They're stopping Biafra is Britain now. You know that? And their allies, because they know what Biafra is all about. But some of you don't know this. That is why sometimes you lose focus. Let me tell you what happened during the colonial era in Africa. The white man came to Africa with only 5,000 men, 5,000 white people. They came. They were called the West Africa Frontier Force. They were established in the Gold Coast, then Ghana. Only 5,000 British soldiers came. But for Britain to conquer the rest of the Anglophone Africa, they needed black people to do it for them. And that's what we're facing today. Till this very morning. You know what they did? They went to Ghana. They hired Ghanaian men, black men, to help them to come from Badagry to conquer their fellow blacks for them. You know, so if you seriously think about the brain and nature of a black man, believe you me, you drink poison tonight and you die. Colonialism in Africa became possible because a few white people came down to West Africa, convinced other black people to help a white man to go and conquer their fellow black people, and they happily did it. in return for their children going to Eton and Oxford or Cambridge. They now came back as your so-called pioneer nationalists. But none of you ever knew that they came to do the bidding of the white master. That is one thing that a black man cannot understand nor unravel. And that is the beginning and end of the problem of black people all over the world. Look at how Britain is using Fulani illiterates to subjugate all of you. You cannot see it because you're daft. They gave you your name, Nigeria, didn't they? They gave you all the festivals in your calendars that you celebrate. Nobody ever got up one day to say, if God created all men equal, how come a black man cannot go to Europe and give them all these holidays? Nobody, absolutely nobody is doing that or willing to do that. They can never do it. They can never ever do it. These are the things that our people need to appreciate. That is why when they recruit them, look at how Fulani, ordinary Fulani Chinama, Kato here has recruited somebody who is an engineer in Omahe. Wike claims he went to school. He's a lawyer. But those controlling Wike are Kato headers in Chinama. People who cannot even spell their own names. Are you aware of that? The same thing that the white man did to us when they came, the white man trained the Fulanis to be doing to all of you. And you're there looking like idiots. They came to Imo State and they picked Hopus or them, a wretched fool, and put him in office in Douglas House. Now he has given a part of Olo to Mietiala. And all of you are just there looking. Oh, what are we going to do? We need to unite. We need to do this. Now that IPOB is doing something tangible, instead of you instead of the idiocy you're suffering from to leave you. Say, where is the law backing ESN? Where is the law backing Fulani Janjaweedism? Where is the law backing Fulani bandits raping our mothers? When a girl was butchered in Uli, in Ihiala, butchered and cut into pieces, what did you do? Obiano, what did you do? I'm asking you. Ohanes and Jaran and Joshua, what did you do? When people are in Iguacha, even yesterday, killing people, maiming and killing. Pandef, what did you do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now that we have done something, some of you idiots. Anyway, I pray that the Fulani come. I want them to come, let's be honest. I want them to come. Remember what I told you many years ago? They will kill us. We will kill them. In the end, Biafra will come. Everything I tell you comes to pass. They will, they are Janjaweed, they will come, they are foolish. By nature, they are very hopeless. They will come. This time around, we will turn Biafra land into a burial ground for terrorists. They will understand how serious we are. We have raised it. It's no longer coming down until freedom is declared. They understand that very well. They understand that very well. There is need for us to remain focused. Going into this 2021, focused. Don't allow yourselves to become distracted. That was what happened to us during the war. Had we fought that war up until August or September of 1970, we would have won. That would have been victory. Nixon would have stepped in. That would have been victory. But we gave up as we always do. Man, this UG. After a little, we don't, mental toughness is not in us. After a little thing, we just give up. Look at Trump, how Trump is fighting. If it's in Africa, why don't you concede now? Oh, why don't you give up now? Hey, give up now. Let's leave it for God. Let God do it. Trump said no. Because in a first world like the United States of America, any hint of electoral fraud ought to be investigated. These are white people. You think they're going to tolerate? You think they are black Africans? No. I'm not saying that Biden did not win. I'm not saying that. But there are evidence of electoral fraud, and it is being investigated. Look at all of you in Africa. Look at all of you, rigging after rigging. Have you done anything? No. In America, legislators are debating. How many people are on the electoral roll? How many people actually voted? Can you match their signatures? That is how human beings reason in disease. Let's leave it now for God. Hey, it's 2023. Let's leave it now.